So today we're talking about sex. I remember hearing stories about wives talking about how their husbands have a sex demon. He just wants sex all the time. There's never a break. But one of the challenges that face many marriages is varying sex drives between husbands and wives. This can pose a huge issue sometimes, but it's not something that can't be worked around. Now, ladies, God made man in such a way that within 48 to 72 hours, their testicles are full of semen that need to be released. If that helps at all in explaining why your husband wants to have sex so often, just from a biological standpoint, sacs are filled quickly, so the turnaround time is fast. But for many wives, our sex drive ain't that hot. So what do you do in those types of situations? Well, it calls for compromise on both sides. Sex is something that needs to be discussed and talked about often because our needs change over the time that we're together. Have you ever had the conversation about how many times a month do you need sex, husband? How many times a month do you need sex, wife? If he is 27 and you're 10, what's something in the middle there that we can both work with? Just an idea. Ladies, sometimes you gotta fake it till you make it. Men, sometimes you just gotta hunker down, cuddle shop, and don't try nothing. It's a give and take on both ends. If you guys are continually conversating about your sex needs, it's something that you can work around. But of course, the give and take will never leave. That is just the nature of marriage. Now we're talking about intensity of sex drives. There are some people, their sex drive is like a tidal wave. When they need to have sex gotta happen, right? Sex gotta happen. Everybody is not like that. There are some people whose sex drive comes in like calm ripples, you know? They never have those really overwhelming moments unless a lot of time has passed, maybe. But it's more like a steady rippling flow kind of thing. Now, sometimes intensity can cause a challenge too. If one person really needs it and the other person can't quite get up to that tidal wave status, and so the way the act is performed is also different just because of the differences in intensity. Now, for the small ripple people, what I would suggest is that you get to know the ripples. Don't expect yourself to get to this point of high intensity, because sometimes to do this you would have to not have sex for a really long time, which isn't the healthiest thing if you're married. But instead, accept and understand that your sex drive comes in small ripples. When that ripple is there, you seek to maximize it. Maximize on that little feeling that you may have and start doing whatever you would need to do with your spouse to take advantage of it, okay? Tidal wave people, y'all don't really need no help. Tidal wave people, sometimes it's good to slow down and understand that your spouse does not have the intensity that you do, but you'd want to bring them along in that journey. And knowing your spouse's body and the various things you can do to get them more in the mood, you take the time to do those things so that both of you can enjoy the experience as much as possible, okay? So that's my tip for you guys today. Stay blessed and continue to stay tuned.